The Unkindest Cut of All is one of the most adorable Frasier episodes ever. This is the first time Eddie's really got his own storyline and he shines. This is the second episode of the second season of Frasier, directed by Rick Beren, and somebody turns up at Frasier's door with a box full of puppies. And we just have all of these tiny little Jack Russell puppies, and they are so cute. And I just absolutely love them. And it turns out they are Eddie's puppies. And Frasier tells Martin that he has to go and get Eddie castrated. And Martin's not exactly pleased about this, but there's something deeper than that. It's not just about telling Martin what to do with his dog. And Martin begins to realise that actually maybe there's something more going on there. And I won't say exactly what happens with that, but we have this really wonderful, very well written exchange between Martin and Frasier when they're in the car, and it's just fabulously done. And of course, there's some comedy thrown in there as well, but it's really effective. Eddie, there's just so much of Moose in this, and he's just so sweet, and I love him so much. I love Jack Russell's and the box of puppies. I just love. Interestingly, I don't think Eddie ever interacted with the box of puppies, which would have been really cute, but there was probably a reason for it. But I adored them, and if you're a dog fan, if you love dogs, if you love puppies, this episode is going to absolutely melt you. And it's not really about puppies, of course. It's about, well, I'll explain. I'll explain what it's actually about. So this is, I guess, a spoiler for something that Martin finally confesses as he begins to realize what's really going on. But this is something that's revealed towards the end. So spoilers from now. But at the end, Martin reveals to Frasier that it's not just about the fact that he told him to get his dog snipped. It was actually about the fact that Martin's no longer in charge of his environment, of his surroundings. It's Frasier's home. Things are done Frasier's way. And that is something that I think I don't think I would have automatically assumed that would be a problem, because when you're not relinquishing that control, it might not be obvious. And I think it was really eye-opening and really informative. And Frasier gave this wonderful speech about how not being in control doesn't mean that you're not respected. And I think that was really moving and really well written. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was. We've had quite a few moments between Frasier and Martin, and they're always a delight, and this one is no exception. Some other highlights include Niles putting pate behind his ear to get the dog to lick him. I would do the same. I mean, I probably wouldn't, but I wouldn't have a problem doing that, certainly. Um, but for me, it's adorable. It's gorgeous. I love dogs. I love Eddie. The puppies are so precious. I can just imagine how much fun they had on set. There's this one moment where it might actually be the thumbnail for this video, where Daphne's got the box of puppies on her lap, and Eddie is in Martin's lap, and John Mahoney just looks over at the puppies and smiles, and it's just one of the most beautiful brief moments in Frasier, and I absolutely adore it. Such a great episode, some really moving, thought-provoking moments, but also the dogs are adorable, and I love them.